Hey guys, welcome back to Suitcase Princess. My name is Shanna. If you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4 who loves to encourage you to take your kids and get out of the house. We come here and we share our corner of Texas and beyond to hopefully help you find more fun in what you're doing, more value in those dollars that you're spending, and to do it all with a little bit less stress. So we were fortunate enough recently to head on over to the DoSeum in San Antonio. And so we just wanted to share with you one of our top picks for families in San Antonio. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find us right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Suitcase Princess. If you do not know, we are right outside of Houston, and we are fortunate enough to have our in-laws right outside of San Antonio, which means that we get to pop on over the few-hour drive and partake of so many of the fun amenities that San Antonio has to offer. We have tons of videos here on our channel sharing the zoo, let's see, New Braunfels Schlitterbahn, which is so fun, and Alamo, Riverwalk, all kinds of amazing things that San Antonio has to offer. San Antonio holds a very near and dear special place in my heart. I absolutely love the city of San Antonio. It just has a wonderful, different kind of, it's so hard to explain. It's such a multicultural area. It's such a historic area, but then there's also some amazing and wonderful newer amenities, one of which is the Children's Museum of San Antonio, known as the DoSeum, because it's a place where you go and you do. So the DoSeum is in a newer building. It is all like sustainably done. So there's like rock walls that have like recycled glass in them. It's a very pretty campus. One of the things that I absolutely love is that with less and less places actually having this, the parking is free. So I personally love that. Now, unlike the Houston Children's Museum, the DoSeum is open 7 days a week, and every Sunday the first hour is for members, which, as somebody who loves to get some memberships and some passes, I think that's amazing to do that every week as opposed to like once a month or something. They do have, it's a 2-story building, and it is gorgeous. Okay, so they have some fun things. The Perot in Dallas has like the musical staircase. There's play areas for younger kids. There's a few special things that I personally, as a parent, I love. They have calm, quiet areas. They have signs that let you know if it's a noisy area. There's inside play, there's outside play, there's water play, pretend play, all kinds of options. There's a bubble play area, which every kid loves bubbles. There's also a cafe, which has coffee and snacks, the important things for life. There is an upstairs, which had a fun section on urban planning, which I will be sharing with you, and all kinds of amazing things to find and see at the San Antonio DoSeum. So if you get the opportunity to head on over to San Antonio and visit the DoSeum, I highly recommend it. One way that we actually saved a bit of money on our trip is that they are one of the American Space Technical Center reciprocities. So with our Children's Museum of Houston membership, we actually get reciprocity to the DoSeum. So I think our coverage was 3 tickets. And so we needed to purchase 2 more. We had grandpa along for the ride. And I think everybody 1 and up is $16 until you get into like senior rates. But I'll be sure to share that with you, the specifics of that, because I don't remember off the top of my head. But let's pop on over and I will show you some of the San Antonio DoSeum. Guys, we arrived before opening, so we were having to wait just a little bit to go ahead and get in. And here's a little like AstroTurf hill outside that my kids wanted to roll down, because what's better than rolling down a little hill? We were also just, we were waiting outside, but also they had camp drop off at that time. So I'm assuming they do a great summer camp. As you can see, sustainable materials, good gardening for the area. This is so fun. You stand on the dots and then the screen really mimics your hand movements. So it's like these little like bird heads. So cute. My kids love stuff like this. I really appreciate how entertainment for kids has really kind of gone to the high-tech level. Here's a fun wind tunnel with capes. As you can see, the Velcro might be a little worn out. Really entertaining for the kids to get to stand in this. I'm glad you guys know we love to be everywhere when they open, and it's because look at the crowds. It's manageable. It definitely picked up while we were there. I don't fully understand this area. It's like a soft play area with these like foamy blocks. And look, she wants to show us how she can make light appear. Crazy kids. The next room is this like storytelling, stop motion, animation, Imagine Dice. It's such a great area. There's a reading area here with these nooks and all these books. And something that I do want to point out is that there is actual signage on the outside of the rooms, like at the transitions, that lets you know if that area is loud or if it's calm. And so you're about to see, there it is, the calm sign to let you know that this is a calmer area. And I just really appreciate that attention to detail. My kids have been obsessed with stop motion photography, and they have a giant one that you can make right here on the ground with that mat is the green screen. It's so fun. My kids had the best time. They sat down and drew stop motion. They used elephant, like little toy stop motion. They had like a larger version of Imagine Dice. You can see the wall back there. It had the like magnetic stories. I mean, this was really where my kids spent a ton of time. They had such a great experience here in this area. They were too big for the little like city area, but they were just right for this outside playscape. Look at this. It's all like reclaimed materials. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous play area here. It was hot, so we definitely went early when it was still in the shade, and we spent a ton of time in the water play area. So water resistant shoes is definitely something you want to do because it never fails. You're spraying your tennis shoes. This was so fun. Totally reminds me of Cat in the Hat, like the goldfish in Cat in the Hat trying to get out. My little one could do it every time. My big one was so jealous. We spent so much time trying to get the ball to stay in the little stream of water. Again, big kids so jealous. There's an Archimedes screw in the background there. I always love those. I'm convinced there's like one company that makes this stuff because our children's museum outside water play stuff also has the same exact like style and look. So there's like one company who did it right, and everybody just buys from them. I'm convinced. Now I'm about to give you a little 360. This is one of the patio areas. There's one on the other side. This is the big one. It kind of cuts through back over to the play space. But look at this gorgeous area, covered area with seating. You can bring small snacks. Here we are. We go into light and sound, and my kids had the best time. There's things you can use to make noise. There's one of these pianos that you can step on. You can manipulate light. I mean, this is honestly a homeschooler's dream right here. It's all science. So yes, there was an area that my kids for 5 and under that my kids were too big and too old for that was more of a bit pretend play. However, they were just right for this kind of more advanced. Again, I'm loving the bringing in of so much technology to play for children because it's just preparing them for the world ahead. Look at this mirror, like laser mirror maze. They had such a great time. My husband and I played with the magnetiles, so don't judge us. They're still fun even if they're for kids. And here you could paint with light. It was so entertaining. We honestly, I mean, we could have stayed at this museum all day. Here's one of the drawings Marilyn did. And then coming up, giant light bright. I want one of these for my house. Wouldn't that be so fun? Welcome to the Future Lab. Again, my kids were honestly a little too big for this area, but they had a great time. You go in, you get fun outfits and a wristband. Look at how cool this is. You put down these like tiles, these kind of foamy tiles for urban planning, and then it shows you what it is on the screen. I am telling you, look, they have their little people are going to pop out here on the screen. Totally reminds me of Spaceship Earth and Epcot, the little thing at the end where it's like, let's tell us a little bit about your future. That's exactly the vibe I got here. It was so fun. The kids had such a great time. And there you can see her in the little satellite. Boop, ba-doo. It was so entertaining. They had these little wristbands that they scanned at every little stop. There was a super fun ball pit that like lit up and changed colors. So you could like pick up the garbage or recycle the things out of the ball pit. It was so fun. They had such a great time. There was like all kinds of like new food shoppings and things like that. Super adorable. I personally, I'm never going to not geek out over how cool it is that like the little wristbands scanned and kept up with them and the projections. It is such high-tech stuff. I think it's so cool that they're putting it in children's museums. And not everything is super high-tech. As you can see, we've got some plain things here. These little robots were neat because they've got like the dots on top like you would build with Legos. And I think you could just build your own robot. So fun, so cool. And then of course there's air and balls just shooting everywhere and dumping everywhere. This was really fun. It's like a whole urban planning area. There's city sleuths, so you have to figure out which area would be best. Right here was so cool. You pick up one of these lunch style trays, you make your way around each of the little bins, and you collect the pieces to build your own little zone on this city. This is my daughter giving me the whole story. But you pick up like tennis courts and parks and roads and cars and waterways on these little trays. And then you just kind of use it to build in your area. There's a map up there. Now, this is the best part. Look at all this seating for the parents. Guys, I hope that you found that helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find us right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Suitcase Princess. I hope that you enjoyed this look at the San Antonio DoSeum, and if you happen to get a chance to be in the area, be sure to take advantage of it because it is a wonderful children's museum. We've been to quite a few, and this is a very, very great. I mean, the campus is gorgeous, the offerings are fun, and they've done a really good job with this. So be sure to hit up the DoSeum and give them some love.